whatever transacted inside this candle. This is a 1-day candle. This is the volume histogram. I usually call it volume. It's just simply telling you how much money was used to trade this thing within the specified time. So if you look at the screen now, there is a small one here, red. It simply means the money that people put, whether they bought or sold. Or okay, let's not use money. Let's say it can be, let's say it's cowrie that is being used to buy these things. Let's say it's not money. So this will stand for the amount of cowries that was used to trade this. Some were buying. Don't forget, for every candle you see, even if it's a green candle, it does not mean that people did not sell. All these things you're seeing from here to here was a massive selling pressure. It does not mean that people were not buying in here. It just means that the sellers were just more, or not the number of sellers, but the amount of whatsoever cowries that was used to trade this. The people that were selling sold more cowries, or they sold with more cowries than the people that were buying. Let's assume cowries the fiat of this transaction. So this thing you're seeing now is just, it's not a historic data when you are looking at the current bar. It is the current data. This thing is happening. This thing you're seeing can grow from here. It can still grow from here to here. It can grow from here and reach this place before the end of the day. It's possible. But there is one thing you're supposed to know about this volume. Volume is one of the few things that when they go up or when it goes up, it does not go down. Today's volume histogram can never be smaller than it is now. Do you understand? It can be smaller than it is. It can, once it grows, it's either the same height or bigger. It can only go up. It cannot go up and still come down. It's possible for the next one tomorrow to be lower or whatsoever, but today's one has gone to this height. It cannot go below that height. It can only go up. It can't come down below that height again. The reason being that there is no way you can reverse the event of that transaction. I bought my let's say I bought my blueprint today with I traded with $200. How are you going to reverse the fact that I traded with $200? If you're a discount, I traded. I won't trade it. You can come out tomorrow and tell me that I didn't trade with $200. And Mr. Anthony traded with maybe $100. You can't come tomorrow and undo what you just did today. So that's why I said this histogram you're looking at, especially when it's the current bar you're looking at, is not historic. It is live. So that's why it's difficult to undo the record. It's more like a record. You can't undo it because I've traded. It's already on record that I have traded whatsoever. It's already on record that Mrs. Nana has traded whatsoever. It's already on record that PAU has traded, but can't undo it. The only thing that can happen is that I can still decide to trade more. I can decide to still, maybe I'm not yet satisfied, I want to lose more money. More than I
want to lose more money. Thank you.
I now go into another trade. As I'm going into another trade, I'm still adding to the height of this program you're looking at. As I'm entering another trade, I am adding to this height. Randomly decides to come back and try again, adding to the one I've added. So we can only put in ground room once it's recorded.
This is what is now in the so you know the same data. Apart from the data, which one is it? So once started do your own. By your own, you won't tell me about the Jones. They should teach you sell data first. Trade features. I know the you.
So, if you look at the screen, now, you look at the screen now, you get to understand that there was a time this thing was slow motion, and there was a this was
It's not too long. That data don't want to say. Customer care. No say. I wanted better. So you read what? Volume spread analysis. Any question regarding what? Volume. Yes, I do.
BTC has its own will.
That is. He has told us that before.
BTC has one way.
He has like 30 million.
30 million.
30 million BTC.
It's impossible. BTC's entire distribution is 18 million. So how come
Yes.
BTC has 30 million? Okay, so it's 21 million. 18 million has been mined, remaining the rest.
I don't know. They say it has how many million?
BTC's entire speculative supply is 21 million.
In-
Look this half. How much is this?
Okay, this 200.
How many pieces inside? 3.
Yes, to 200.
Yes. This one is 100 naira.
Seal it down. Yes, we can. We can see asset name. Yes, we can see their wheels. Yes, yes. Very, very.
Oh, it usually has 7 wheels. Chain link has Their wings have 61%.
The holy 71%.
1%. Jesus.
Jesus.
71%.
The day they will drop it.
I know they buy Shiba.
What are you saying?
They go on cruise. Right now, it's still close to zero, sure. Shiba is a meme coin for all these girls that like to share memes. So we have millions of Shiba and now we. That means we're not holding everything. Let's say, C Phantom has 10 waves and the whole 3%.
money, they have a method of putting it, and then when they just put that heavy one, that's when you see that green volume bar spring up. It means that large money entered. Be careful. They are still the same one that will remove it. They're not putting it to let it run so that they will do. They are looking for possible 5 to 10% move. A standard trade is targeted at 10%. So if someone is putting $1 million, he's making about $100,000 as profit. So when they put that large one that will spring that volume bar on its way, of course the retailers will jump in. Then they just load in their money just shortly before the retails just come in. Of course, the retailer, what they do best is to push up price. They will now help the whale to send it to where they want. And then what they usually do when they are removing their money, that's when they are trading. What they usually do, they remove their money. They can pull out 75%, and then the market will crash back to a level. Most times they trade it twice. It will crash back to a level. They will put in very little again to keep the market stable. And then you see it will consolidate. They pull out their money again, it will drop. That drop is that one that usually you see before an upswing. They remove it, it will drop. That time you are trading in a channel, scalping, sweet, up, down. Once they pull it again, during the consolidation, it will now go back down towards the spring. And then once it hits the spring, they put in the money small. That small will hold the market and push it back up. As it's coming back into your channel, you are happy. It's back. BTC is back. They will follow you and add extra to push it, to break out. The moment it breaks out, they let it because they know the retailers will jump in. They just do it twice, maybe 2 times, 3 times, and then last one, they just take out their money. That's when you see something like what we have in Loopring. You must see a very sharp sell-off, something similar to this. So if you look at the scenario I just explained to you now, it is very, very similar to what we even have here in Loopring. I didn't even know. This was the first time during an accumulation. Look closely at my screen. After whatsoever happened, you see that the volume bar will flatten. You can see here at flat. This is where accumulation is going on. Binance and just like marketplace, and it starts climbing. This is where they get interest. Once you see them getting interested in the trade, is around here because they can see that tellers are beginning to do a very wonderful job. They are lazy people. They don't like to work. They like you to work and then they reap from your sweat. The retailers are doing a good job. This looks like a retail. Can see is how retail pump is. Just normal. It will consolidate normal. It's where they start coming in.
But is there any swing there?
A spring. This is a spring. Something
rather.
Usually it's nothing very serious. It's something. Look at it. Red. It broke out just a little, just before it goes up. And whenever you see that the next 1 or 2 candles will be, break out or go towards the upper part of it. Whenever you see this, let me show you a very. This video coin, the consolidation is. That's it here. That's it. You see it. This is what a spring is.
Yeah.
This is a typical spring. It's very common with things like BTC. All these ones are springs now. It will barely bounce and come up. Once you see it, BTC is the one that plays out very well. Once you see that spring, usually it goes up. where you see this, their wayo something, you see them, they just drop it, and then in a few minutes, or 1 hour at most, you see that it has come back to what it was. Just know that at least they are attempting to push it up. So there's a lot of foul play. There is nothing.
You do like this now.
Let me just say it this way: there is nothing fair about trading.
To my WhatsApp.
So don't expect a fair trade, because if you had the kind of money they do, you do worse. There's nothing fair about trading. So if you want to play fair game, get the kind of money you have, so that when they are doing your own too.
Waiting him talk.
They are risking a lot in all this, because the day it will go wrong, they lose a lot of money. How much do you have to lose? They are trading with, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. If something goes wrong, sometimes whales attack whales, or large holders attack large holders. It's very, very common.
Like wondering Doge's SNL.
Yes. They were even just this last during this what's it called? This last meme.
Person they call me.
So this one now you go with them.
I will do. Now useless they call me sharp. The person knows my other number to call. The person kurang kare. To. Ina tashiwa kenan amma ka zo na riga na kwashe ma. To kana zuwa kenan ko? To.
And all of that. I think they found the new coin.
So which coin are you thinking they've found?
Saitama, something like that. Saitama. Because
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
I think I sent it to you.
Well, we don't really know if the one was probably. There's a lot of meme shit coins all over the place, and if you are not careful, you will just get completely fine.
They just did what?
When Safe Moon.
No, send it on.
No, Safe Moon is having a periodic. What's it called again? Forgotten. There's something they usually do. They'll do it on the 15th of, or is it November or December? So even the Safe Moon will pump soon. For those that trade all those kind of coin, Safe Moon will pump. There's one, is it Bond? I don't think is it Token Bond? I think it's, or something like that. They do it on the 15th, and they will do another one in June 15th too. So Safe Moon might pump. I'm not
You're talking about Saitama, Floki, Polygon.
Polygon Matic.
Yes.
Matic already is on its way to where it's supposed to be. And I don't see anything holding Matic. Virgin has is it Memnet? There's a whole lot of, okay, I'll introduce you guys to this site. Even though it's not meant for you. In fact, no, I won't.
Yeah, but you said you read,
I'm on saying what I said. There is the people in the. I'm not the one to show you. There's a department for that. They will give it to you. The dim fee. There's nothing less than maybe 20 to 50 sites that people will be dealing with. So that's not even the only one. More will come. Don't worry now. Are you guys now in the? How many of you are in that room? How many of us are in that room?
Almost all of us.
Almost all of you. And you know that I'll be kicking, the way I will kick people out, I don't want that room to exceed 15, at most 20.
Okay.
So the rate at which I will kick unserious people out will be surprising. Because I told you at the beginning of this whole thing that
For cryptocurrency.
fundamentals still the backbone for technicals. So even if I joke with my class, I won't joke with that side at all. Any wrong information, just one sentence, just one clause in a sentence that is wrong can send you back to the village. Just one clause. Maybe they said will, and you probably thought it was did, like you thought it was past tense and it's meant to come.
Give me this thing.
Because of that, you now go to your chat and now say, oh, it's even dumping or it's pumping.
Go that side, boss.
Now the fundamental has given you a wrong signal. And the worst is that your technicals
I have one, sir. Can I take it?
now correlates with what the fundamental said.
Okay.
So everything you're doing is wrong. No matter how you plot. Of course, you know, in every chart you can always see 10 different directions. I can tell you that this thing is looking bullish. Who knows? This chart I'm looking at is looking bullish, but on the other hand, it's meant to dump. So if the fundamentals happen to be wrong,
This one is 250.
technicals will not take it. Will just snap. It won't take anything to just give you a wrong direction. So that room, I'm not joking with it at all. If you can see the person handling the room,
Nice.
he's a very strict person. He's well experienced in this, and he's bringing some of his team members, externals. Mr. Roy, some of you might know him.
Give me drugs for
He's a friend.
baby like 2 months.
These people are people that have been doing these things for years. So if you are privileged to find yourself there, just take it serious. There will be a lot of work to do. If you are given an assignment to make a research or something, and you come back, you ask, he's not here that I will give assignment, and all of you will just relax, we just look, we just keep moving. In that room, any mistake, you are out. You'll be replaced instantly. There are a lot of people on my DM. I've not even responded to them. I'm only giving you guys this privilege because you are already a member of the class.
Okay, 2 months.
Yes.
So once you mess up, you're out. Someone will take your place.
Daily.
Okay. All of you should take down the name of this site. I will be having reports
Now, for waiting, you bring
from
down.
you every day.
2 months.
Everything. This will be for our technical class.
Boss.
We're also going to introduce this and many sites like this in that room. But that's not my work.
Your business.
That's the work
How
of
much you put?
your handler, not me.
I paid.
So what this site does is they
$200
table down events,
as a fool.
crypto events.
Get out, my friend. Where is
For
the
you.
that you paid?
The name is Coin Market Cow.
Okay.
$200.
Let me joke.
So it's more like a calendar
Show me the evidence that you are paid
for crypto events.
$200 is how much?
So this is where I know that ZEC is having a network upgrade on the 15th of November. Also, you find new listings here for the
what was it called? The
Give me 1 minute.
FOMO agents that love new listings. If you really want to trade new listings,
That is where they see now.
you
Some black something.
buy the rumor and sell the news.
I won't give him 3.
So here, if you're seeing a new listing, probably next week,
3 times in this. That is one of 4.
this is the week you're supposed to be buying it if the technicals are, looking juicy. This is when, as in you buy it ahead of time, because very close to that time, the smart ones will start dumping. The smart people don't like to joke with their money. They don't want to hold that. They don't want to hear that they made $10 and then one large order dumped and then everything disappeared and they're having just a profit of $1 or $2. So people will start selling very close to the time. So this is also where I know that Koti is having a last ledger testing phase. I think there's a whole lot of things about Koti around now. This is also where I know that Harmony 1 is having an Ethereum, a trustless Ethereum bridge sometime on the 22nd of November. So with this, where we'll be doing most of our technicals based on, as in we'll be looking at future entries ahead of time. Now we are seeing that Harmony has something to do on the 22nd. There's a whole lot of them with this, not some are calendar, some are other events, some are blah 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 blah. There are so many of other sites. If you have a fundamental insight on something, this is Saitama you're talking about. So they are launching the wallet on the 13th of November. All these things are memes because this is an Inu. Can you see Matic here? They will be hosting an AMA which is not really, it doesn't really pump coin per se. So everybody must have this. In fact, I want to take this class to another level. We're beginning to, I don't know how to say it. Most of the money or the profit we made in the past few weeks are beginning to get careless and there's a lot of loss coming in. And I won't tolerate that. I don't like to lose my money. I lost yesterday, I lost today, so it's no longer funny. Everybody must have this bookmarked on their phones. I don't want to hear that I come here to see a vital information. I'm not, after this I will delete this and I'll remove it from my bookmark. But the very day I will open it and see a vital information that nobody hinted me on,
Hello, sir.
I will go on a break of 1 month.
Sorry, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
My network just went off. I just got it back, so I missed a part of what you just said.
So I said CoinMarketCap is like a crypto calendar. It's one of the most trusted and accurate crypto calendar that we have. A lot of information, a lot of insights, a lot of events and all that with their dates. There's a whole lot. If you look at this front, this is not the first page. I think I was checking something earlier today. So let me take you to the first page. As you can see here, PancakeSwap is listing something, but it's covered. I guess we'll find out, or someone will have to find out. Secondly, I want someone to keep track of all the Coinbase listing, because from records we tend to have more pumps with Coinbase listing now than Binance listing. I don't know if anybody has noticed. So this whole class is going to have this on a bookmark. You look at this morning, every morning you look at the daily calendar and then look at the weekly calendar. What is happening this week? Polkadot parachain. I said buy Polkadot. I don't know if some of you have bought. As for my wife, I think she's over, let me see, over how many percent? Last I checked, it was almost, it was already reading about 300% from this morning. These are the serious ones who are not even privileged to be in the class where you are. %, from this morning, just 20x, so it's not even like 50x. And some people will say that they are waiting for miracle pump. There is no miracle pump. Parachain auction. There is something that Polkadot is doing with Kusama. I'm not a fundamentalist, so some of those things I wouldn't really understand how it works, but there is something they are doing with Kusama. And I think it has something to do with this parachain auction and all that. Even me, I myself, I don't really understand all this English. I don't know what these auctions are or how they operate. But knowing that parachain, Polkadot is having a major event, it tells me to look into Polkadot. And what did I do? I went straight to see what. Let me check. Let's see. Okay. So I went straight to my charts to see what Polkadot looked like at the time. And I caught this trade this morning. I think I took this trade at around I took this trade here. Yeah, I took it very early. I caught all this candle because it wasn't even looking good as at when I did. Or why would I take this trade? Can somebody give me a reason why I would even take this trade? Look at my screen. If you need me to zoom in, just tell me.
The candle is lying on an area of support.
Support.
On an what?
On an area of support.
AR. Area of support. Okay. Sorry, where can you direct me on where this support is so that I can mark it down?
Can you just
Shrink like this?
Yeah.
Okay. I took this chart, my entry, let me tell you where I entered. 43.333333. So I'm going to mark it down. When I entered and where I entered 43. Okay, I was even a little late. It's fine. 43. It's somewhere around here, I think. Okay, let me just use it. So 43. Okay, give or take. Let's just use here.
Sorry, sir.
Can't seem to catch that place.
Don't forget my small phone.
Suggestions on why I had to take this trade. Someone said it's on an area of support.
He's asking us suggestions on why we have to take the trade.
Fuck it, you fucking trekking home.
Who's that? Papa?
No. We don't disown Papa.
Is Chidoma, are you here with us?
Where is this man going to? See how he's
Nah,
driving this
we
night.
can't see you.
We don't know. Wait, you
Yes,
don't
sir, I
drive
am.
this night. See how he's driving like that's why don't follow.
Victor, are you still with us?
Oh, my mom, they go out late like this. See how time don't go.
So you guys should tell me why I would take this trip. Minus the fact that I just pretend I don't have a cell phone to see the news. Why else would I have taken this kind of trade?
They say to this man did. And they pursue me the
Where
road.
did you enter from?
Enter at 43.
43.
That is that down horizontal line.
Which one? Show me.
This line. That's where he entered.
This line is cutting across many places now. Where exactly?
It's cutting
The
out.
reason for me to
Okay,
have
this is on a
taken this
daily
kind of
time
trade,
frame.
technically, I
That's for
mean,
today. Technically, why you enter this kind of trade? Technically.
Technical, my mates.
Yes. Nobody can answer. Yes, no.
Tell him to zoom out the chat.
no idea.
Based on the fundamental.
No. I said my phone was actually bad that morning and I was not able to read the news. I was not able to check anything.
Let's know
But I was able to just go
Jones,
down
why
and
you should answer? You no tell me say move go house.
Why else would
Maybe
I
you go check
take this
for
trade
849.
I don't try to like
Looking
say.
at the
Maybe this man saying they come.
you could easily join from this one.
This guy don't speak
Whenever
English. I
it
don't
gets to the
understand. Me, I put my
resistance, you can
earpiece.
pull out.
So I mean, I've already
Bus
taken it,
stop.
but I want someone to suggest to
Yes.
me the reason that
Sir?
might have seen or give me a reason why. Okay, if you were the one, like, why would you have taken this kind of trade? Remember that this candle is not, let's say, this is where I took the trade, this white line. So this is exactly where I entered. So I'm asking, the question here is, give me a reason why you did a trade from this point. Technically, looking at the charts, if you want me to do anything, if you need it to move it out or tell me, I'll just fix it up.
Okay, I've seen it. What's this candlestick called?
Hello? This is the Hamabi shooting star.
Can I talk inside this car?
Talk now, why not?
Sir, I think it's because of the previous candle that was printed. I don't know what it is called. But yes. Okay. Possibly it must have been because of that doji coming after a red candle. No, but a doji after a red candle is English.
Sir, can you please zoom out the candle, the chart? Yes, you zoom out. That's the English.
Oh.
Ila?
Snap.
Where you?
Snap.
No, snap.
Apa ni means? Let's just say we don't know. Apa yang means places ba?
Ah, okay. Mata urimba.
Okay, I've also noticed something small.
Okay.
Before each long candle, the previous day I had to show something like a smaller candle. See, before this one, there was something like this. Even before this long,
But look at
there
that
was something
dotty.
like this.
Actually, it's waiting for us now.
Go there. I don't know. Driver.
So can you see?
Nani?
Before this one, there was this.
Okay.
Before this one, there was this.
Siga mana?
Ele. What you are saying is correct.
You say?
What you say is correct.
What I said is correct.
Yes, based on history data.
Yeah, discover something. This white line was a resistance. See, it was a resistance. So for it to
So they don't have to go and meet it for the resistance to complete.
Okay, I've seen it. Okay.
Sir, please zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out.
Okay, so I have an idea.
Yes,
So I have an idea. Sir, are you with me, sir? Okay, I would say that this white line where you entered was a resistance, and then previously there was something like this spring that you talk about, that long red candle. Maybe we should call it a spring that made it look like ready for a bullish move, which it just did now, and you got convinced to do that. Give me. I don't get that. Excellent, sir. Again, you know, like, give me $5. I don't want different lawyer. You go pass with us.
Bobitata na mana tunda mumbi ne koi.
Oh boy, na road be this, so no they stop for car through this place.
They are not here to talk. What did you tell the man? Pay first. No, no.
Okay.
How much is your change?
My change?
How much will be sent?
700. I don't forget say you supposed to give me money. You know they do this thing like this. Forgive me this thing for that place.
The Jones will be asking me, I don't give you.
This place. Oh, then see me, they don't follow me, who follow this money.
Yeah, make a comment. Now, everywhere you get be that today. I should take your ticket tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, yeah, no. You are doing well. New candidate doing well. Thank you, ma.
What like it?
Is there rice?
No rice. It's only.
I'm not sure say I want eat swallow this night. You know.
It's like this. That's a food.
And I dey hungry like this. Don't just kick me. I don't do chop strong food today.
You know when you can eat their boost young.
I don't-
Now manager won't eat salad. Even I don't like salad. But I don't have to.
I don't do chop this thing today. I will just find something to drink. Go away. Yeah, thanks. Good evening. Go for 200.
triangle, it will now break out. That's when you know how fast Chainlink can move. This will just happen within few weeks. To just slowly hit here. About 85 at least. So this is one of the ways you can track a long-term prospect of a coin. Only advanced analysts know this. You won't see it on most of your, you can see it on some of your trading channels, the ones that are well enlightened. So this is how I can predict and tell you that over time, I can't tell you that it's next month or next year or whatever, but over time, Chainlink is heading to at least $85. If you repeat this same thing on BTC, that's where you're going to get that eventually we are heading to 85, between 85 and 123 on the short term, and then 230 to 260 on the very long term. Questions quickly. I'm getting tired of my exhausted.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
What time frame did you use when you are drawing this channel?
I used 1 week just for it to be much easier for me to draw, because the 1 day might be too. It doesn't matter where you draw your lines. Just for clarity's sake, you use a larger. The larger the better, because there will be less noise on your charts. I hope you understand what I mean by noise.
Yes, sir.
So for there to be less noise on your chart, it's much easier to use a larger emotion. I used 1 week so that it will be easier for me to draw. But now this is 1 day, and you can see everything I said is still the same. So why we are going to have a massive run for Link is because you can see this triangle has been broken. So now it's now entering a new triangle, which can just make its way straight up. You won't stop it if you want to. It can make its way straight up. Test once. Probably, most times they reject, come down. It may not come down very well and then break. When it comes back, it will, for it to flip here to support, it has to test. This is called an RS flip. The moment it flips and it's confirmed, when it's coming back here, it will have a little hitch. It will just consolidate and boom! Within a week or so, 2 weeks, you just start seeing it getting close to 8,500. Can I go now? Any questions?
Good evening, sir. Please, I have a question.
I have a question. Okay, ma. Okay, sir.
Yeah, there is something said we should read about volume. Can you please remind me? I've forgotten it. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes, there is something you told us to read about volume. Can you please remind me, sir? I've forgotten.
I will
Okay,
drop
it's
it down.
volume spread analysis.
Volume spread analysis. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, sir, for my question, I'm going to take us back a bit. Please permit me.
To where?
All right. I was trying to make analysis on Phantom earlier, and then I said, let me first check BTC dominance. When I reached there, I was a little bit confused.
Okay.
The other day you said BTC dominance appreciates when people remove their money from the altcoin and put it into TC. It means
No, I don't think I ever said that. BTC dominance is primarily the confidence on BTC versus odds. There is what we call Ethereum dominance is also measured.
Okay.
I think Ethereum dominance is ETH.D. I think. Let me check.
But you said something around like people begin to remove their money from BTC and then where do they take it to the alts?
Yeah,
which make
this is Ethereum's dominance, ETH.D. You can see that Ethereum's dominance is moving up. Ethereum is the king of alts. Why BTC's dominance is moved down? Because this fight is between alts and not BTC, but alts versus BTC in the real sense. Dominance has nothing to do with BTC's price. It has no relation with BTC's price. The dominance is me. I have money that somebody borrowed me, and I'm thinking of investing. Where should I look? Alt or BTC? That is what dominance is all about. Where are people looking at to invest? Where are they more confident to invest in at the moment? So if they are confident in BTC, the dominance of BTC rises because more confidence, more money to invest. If I don't have so much confidence in BTC and I'm still forcing myself to invest, I won't invest plenty, right? I'll just put in small. Just maybe until I'm sure. So the dominance of BTC is basically how much confidence people have in BTC market. Ethereum's dominance is how much confidence people have in Ethereum. So you also have total 1, total 2. There is how you measure BTC minus F. Versus the other. There's a whole lot of technicalities in all that. So we'll still take them one by one. Maybe we shouldn't be confusing ourselves by going too forward. There is how you calculate Ethereum, the dominance of Ethereum minus BTC versus the other alts. Remember, the alts are still correlating with Ethereum because Ethereum is the king of alts. But you can still measure how much power Ethereum is, drawing away from the market versus the other alts minus BTC. So we'll still, meet all these things one by one. They help in the market to understand where the money, to understand which side to put your money. Yes, even though maybe most of us are not trading BTC because it's too boring or something. But you should also have the knowledge of all this.
all right, sir.
Any other one before I go?
I guess that's a no.
No other question? All right. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Good night, everybody.
Good night. You can trade well.